Today we're going to highlight 5 tips on what you need to know about life-saving intervention and comfort care for your baby. Stick around.
Hi, we are Tony
And Jeff
Braybeck, the founders of Our Little Sparrows, Pregnancy and Infant Loss Support. If you would like to know more about us and our organization, please click the link in the description below. Welcome to episode 17 of our new grief series, The Pregnancy Journey, a guide to grieving from diagnosis to the loss of your baby and beyond.
When you're expecting your baby's life to be brief, yet you're hoping and praying for a miracle that your baby will live, it's hard to know what to do. Is there a possibility that our baby could be saved? Here are 4 tips on what to consider for life-saving measures.
Our interpretation of life-saving intervention or measures is that doctors and nurses are going to do what they can to avoid premature death. Tip number 1, consult a professional. If time allows, talk to a perinatologist, maternal fetal medicine specialist, and a neonatologist about whether this is even an option for your baby. Ask, what would this involve? Will my baby be brought to another area or room away from me? Will I still get to hold my baby? If you can, have someone come with you so you have a second set of ears. Some parents choose this to ensure that they have explored every option to save their baby. For some, this gives parents peace of mind that they have exhausted all efforts. It will be different for every parent. Your doctors can go over with you what potentially can be done to accurately assess your baby's condition. Maybe there is something that can be done.
Tip number 2, be prepared. So despite all the efforts being made by the medical professionals, know that they may not be able to save your baby. It will then move into comfort care.
Tip number 3, time away from your baby. Know that if life-saving intervention is performed, it will take away from the time you get to hold and see your baby.
And tip number 4, communicate with your medical team. So ask your doctors and your nurses to always check in with you in case you have changed your mind.
Here is one tip to consider for comfort care. Comfort care is a form of medical care that focuses on relieving symptoms and optimizing comfort as patients undergo the dying process. When a patient can no longer benefit from curative treatment, comfort care can allow a better quality of life at the end of life. The 5th and final tip that we have, and that is specific to just comfort care, is to ask your OB, and if you can, with a perinatologist, the following specific questions. What does comfort care look like? What happens to my baby when comfort care is provided? Will I get to hold my baby? Am I able to nurse my baby? Will my baby be suffering? How will we know once our baby has died?
So in discussing life-saving intervention versus comfort care and what both of them look independently and together, we can conclude that there is no right or wrong choice here. Whatever you decide to do is right for you. So everyone's situation is completely different, and the needs of each baby will also be unique to that situation. So we know that you want what is best, and so whatever you choose will reflect the love and care you have for your baby. Again, we know that you want what is best. With the help of your medical and support team, we're confident that you can decide how best to proceed once your baby is born. We hope you found this episode helpful. Most of all, we want you to know, as always, that you are not alone, that you are loved, and your babies will always be cherished. And we are here to help you and support you in any way that we can.
If you got value out of this episode, please subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get alerts for when we post new content weekly. If you liked what you saw in this video, click on the next video in this grief series here. You can also click on our weekly video podcast here.